Well, neighbors, today we're in the kitchen making a favorite recipe called Hilda Spagetti. You can see the ingredients on there. One of the first steps is to finely chop and dice 2 green peppers. Now we're going to brown 2 pounds of ground beef. Mr. Happy's adding some Lowry seasoning salt, fresh ground black pepper, and a little bit of salt. And we're going to dice up 1 whole big white onion. Okay, neighbors, now we're going to add 3 tablespoons of butter. And we're going to get the best of both worlds here. Just a dab of olive oil. Put this in our nice hot pan, let this melt down. We're going to add in the chopped peppers and onion. Get that nice and sauteed. Okay, now we're adding our black olives, mushrooms, to the sauteed onion and green pepper mixture. Now we're going to put in a large can of sliced tomatoes. Okay, we're going to let this guy simmer for about 40 minutes while we get our spaghetti going, and then the cheese sauce. Now we're adding the ground beef to the tomatoes and onions and green peppers. Stir that in. That's a good time to kind of get this seasoned to taste. We've already added some salt to it, so you can just test it, see what it needs. At this stage, we're going to give it a little more salt and pepper. A little dash of garlic powder goes in good about now during this simmering time. Getting the spaghetti going. Getting ready to make our cheese sauce, and it starts kind of with a roux. We're going to start out with 8 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And we're going to cube up 1 pound of Velveeta cheese. And you can add a little bit more. Quart of milk. Well, we're getting ready to start our cheese sauce here. We've got a stick of butter, 8 tablespoons of flour, about 1.5 pounds of Velveeta, and we're going to start adding in our flour. Whisk works out pretty good for this. We want a nice kind of blonde roux here. You can tell by the color we're getting here. Now we're going to add our 1 quart of milk. Yeah, we're going to add the old cheese in here now. Keep stirring until all of this gets melted in. Well, here comes the assembly now of the Hilda Spagetti. Kind of creating some layers. We're putting 1 large container and 1 smaller container. now we're going to add the cheese sauce. Add your melted butter onto your breadcrumbs. If you don't have a vacuum cleaner, a pug is the next best thing. She's getting every crumb that hits the floor. Well, neighbors, when you're ready to eat your Hilda spaghetti, all you got to do is pop it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 45 minutes. It's fully cooked now, but when you bake it, it'll all come together and incorporate real nice. And you can freeze it and have it for later too. Thanks for watching, neighbors.